Ryan Gosling, legendary actor. He's the greatest working actor today. I mean, every character he plays brings it's a new standard in how men should look and they should act in our society. We kind of just see what Ryan does, and then we go, that's it. That's what masculinity means. And today, I thought it'd be interesting with, certain movies coming out to do a Ryan the Template Gosling ranking of his characters in regards to how I relate with them. Because of course he is the most relatable actor in Hollywood. What else can we say about Ryan? He is the template, and I just kind of want to take a look at some of these characters, particularly because of the closeness I have to Ryan Gosling. I don't know him personally, but spiritually, I mean, we are linked as the moon and the sun are. We are also. He is the sun, I am the moon. You can read the fanfic I wrote about that on my other channel. Let's get started here. Barbie 2023. That's number 7, so this is the last place. Is this a surprise? Probably not to anyone that knows me. I have a strong distaste for this film. I honestly wish I wasn't even talking about it and giving it more publicity. I mean, now that people hear about it, they're like, oh, Noah talked about it. Here's $1 million. Unfortunately, that's the kernel bump. If I talk about it, it becomes a massive thing. So, curse with success. But I can't deny. I absolutely cannot deny how great Ryan's look is as Ken. I mean, and even under, the god-awful Greta Gerwig direction, I know for a fact that Ryan will find a way to give a great performance and breathe life into the character of Ken, really. I mean, when I saw the first look of his Ken, I started doing 100 crunches a day. Like, I was like, I need to look like that. So I started doing 100 crunches. Also, I starved myself. I emaciated it, and I'm feeling awful. But I'm looking like Ken, so it's getting better. It sucks a little bit that our new format doesn't show my face or body because I have a rock hard 10-pack. It's actually frightening. I'm not having sex. It's scary. It's frightening and displeasing to women. But you know what? That's Ryan the Template Gosling's body. I'm going to have it, okay? That's because of you, Ryan. Thank you for inspiring me. God, I'm going to pass out. I need to get to the next thing. My doctors have said I should stop doing the diet and exercise that I'm doing, but I can't help it. I want to look like Ryan, Number 6, Lars and the Real Girl, 2007. This was me from middle school to senior year of graduate school, When I first saw the film, I was like, hey, Ryan Gosling can be awkward and weird around women and have a fleshlight. I can too. And I do. I have several, I'm thinking about giving them to my kids in like an inheritance sort of thing. The role helped me normalize a lot of my insecurities, and that was huge for me. You know what it did? It made it so I'm not afraid to walk around with my fleshlight in public. Number 5, Blade Runner 2049, 2017. The scene when he's flying, when he's in his flying car and it's struck by electricity and Ana de Armas disappears, it's the most relatable I've ever felt watching a film. I mean, I spend hours a day watching Ana de Armas movies, watching her interviews, and staring at her Google images. And then once I turn off my phone, she's not there. I'm left in the dark, damp room in which I lie. And I imagine that's probably what Ryan felt in that moment. And that's so relatable. One moment, you're staring at the most beautiful woman in the world. The next moment, you're staring at the cold reflection of yourself in a black screen. And, that's relatable. Oh, and then the scene when she says, you look lonely, I can fix that. Chills on my wiener. Chills on my wiener every time. She could fix my loneliness. Ana de Armas, please reach out. Please, please, for the love of God, reply to one of my Instagram DMs. I have 7 different accounts in which I've sent them, so just one of them. I'll find you. I will find you. Number 4, Nice Guys 2016. Ryan with that 70s look. Oh my God. I mean, he's so scraggly, too. The breaking and entering scene was very similar to when I broke into my ex's house to see if she had moved on or not. I broke my arm, too, as well. I kind of fell and took a tumble, smashed it, knocked over her grandma's urn, and, that was a whole thing. But there was kind of a mix-up, unfortunately, and the doctors actually gave me a pink cast. So the unfortunate result of that is everyone thought it was a Lady Bird reference, and not, in fact, the Nice Guys. It was actually pretty bad. After the 5th time someone asked me that, I tore the cast off. Just ripped it off. It was 2 months early, and I was in severe pain, and the bones never healed right. And I actually don't have full mobility in that arm anymore. But I wasn't mistaken for being in a Greta Gerwig movie. So that's a win in itself. That's It even hurts right now. That's a win in itself. Number 3, The Place Beyond the Pines, 2012. When this came out, I covered my body with tattoos and chain smoked cigarettes. I'd wear my shirt inside out. My graphic tees would chafe my nipples and even lead to them bleeding. That just added to my cold stare. I mean, wow. What a template. And once Gangster Squad came out, I had to laser off all my tats. It's a very painful process. And, I cried. Yeah, I cried like a baby. But I did keep my tattoo of Christopher Nolan wearing a crown on my back. That's not going anywhere. Not for you, Chris. Number 2 of Ryan performances is La La Land 2016. As you're probably aware, in 2018, me and Emma had a very public summer fling. She's the one that got away. She is. I took some tap dancing lessons, started to become an advocate for jazz. I was telling everyone on the street that Ryan Gosling learned to play the piano for the film. Yeah, I changed everything after seeing that movie, and unfortunately, didn't work out with Emma and I, but I think of her very fondly. And then finally, if this is probably no surprise to anyone, but number 1, Ryan Gosling, Drive, 2011. Cue Night Call by Kavinsky. Oh wait, we actually hope to monetize this video. Never mind. Maybe we can just do a second of it. I'll sing the rest. I got this. I want to drive you through the night, down the hills, yeah. The scorpion jacket, right? It's incredible with the toothpick. Of course, the best Ryan Gosling performance and the most relatable one is Drive, 2011. I don't even think it's that close. That shit was a cultural reset on men's fashion. In 2011, sidewalks were just seas of scorpion jackets. You couldn't differentiate anyone, and no one would speak. No one would. I don't know if you guys remember 2011. Some of you are probably too young. Everyone got laid. Every single person, except for me. Oddly, it was a surprisingly long dry spell, but I think that might have been I was just too in character. It might have been a little intimidating for some of those normies out there. But, yeah, I didn't pull trim. But a lot of my friends did. A lot of my friends. Yeah. One of my friends actually pulled so hard they slept with my girlfriend at the time. Because that's just, like, how much sex was happening. But not with me. Anyways, as always, I'm Noah Norton. Go follow our Instagram account. Follow us on TikTok. Give us a like on Twitter. And why don't you let us know which Ryan Gosling performance you most related to. We'll pretend to care in the comments down below. All right, see you. Have a good one.